Something I find very important to learning how to animate is breaking down other people's animations, like animations that are good and well done and well crafted and just amazing and like really technically beautiful and proficient and just honestly probably the pinnacle of the human race, like what we've created as a species. So once you find an animation that you want to break down, you have to find the keyframes. And if it's on YouTube, you can just scroll back and forth. But if it's kind of a complicated animation, like there's a lot of movement, then you could either screen record or like download the video somehow. I just recorded this with OBS. If you end up screen recording, you'll want to bring it into an editing software that will let you scroll through frame by frame. That way you can see each frame and you don't have to like pause it like randomly and hope you pause it on the right spot. A keyframe is if you take away all the other frames and if you just have the keyframes, then the animation will still make sense, you know? So like if you just have like 5 frames, say, and the animation still makes sense, then those 5 frames are your keyframes. Normally you have like more than 5, or if you're really good, then you just have 5, but that it tends to just be more than that. So I don't know, you develop an eye for it, I suppose. When you're scrolling back and forth, a good way to find a keyframe is look for frames that are held for like 1 or 2 frames, or just looks like a exaggerated pose. Normally those tend to be keyframes. And at this point in the process, it doesn't really matter, like the timing doesn't really matter, so you can just draw each keyframe in. I'm using Blender here because I want to learn Blender, but you could use Krita or, you know, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Once you've drawn in all the keyframes, you can now fix your timing by moving the keyframes to match the original. You don't want the keyframes to be too close together or too evenly spaced, because then it will just feel robotic and weird and not look good. So don't do that. Yeah, and now after you did that, you can move on to in-betweens. You can make the in-between. So now you can add in-betweens. You don't have to create a perfect carbon copy of the animation you're trying to study. Just make it look not glitchy or whatever. I don't know. Remember your ease-ins and your ease-outs and your arcs. And yep, you don't have to make it perfect. It don't have to be perfect. But just keep referencing the animation that you're studying, and you'll be fine. You will be fine. It will work. You don't have to completely in between it either. You could just create frames like right after the keyframes, just so they kind of ease into the keyframes. You don't have to do the full ease-ins and the ease-outs. So yeah, there's that. So that's it. Remember that rotoscoping bad, breakdown's good, at least for learning purposes. And there was something I was gonna say. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, enjoy default dance, haha, funny meme.